Thank you so much, Scott. And while we got you here, what can you tell us tonight about the heat alerts?
Good evening to you and welcome into the Weather Authority Center on a Friday evening. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're doing well at home. It was a hot one out there today, wasn't it? Especially in the inland areas. Hope you will take precautions and drink plenty of water. Going to be another hot day tomorrow as well, as that heat advisory will stick around until tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. That's when that heat advisory will expire, and we'll start cooling off come Sunday. But still one more day of that heat ahead for us. So let's take a look at the weather pattern, see what's causing this. We're going to stop this tomorrow at noon. And still, we got this ridge here of high pressure that is influencing our weather. That's going to keep us very warm for tomorrow and throughout the afternoon tomorrow as well. Then come Sunday, the weather pattern is going to shift just a little bit here. A trough to our north going to dig down just a little bit, but that ultimately will cool us off down here. That's going to impact our weather, cooling us off down here. We're going to feel much more mild on Sunday and Monday, even into the middle of next week. Much more seasonable temperatures, even maybe a tad bit below a seasonal temperature. So we go from today, like we were definitely above seasonal temperatures to below next week. So it'll stick around lightweight, and then maybe the latter part of next week we could see a little bit of warm up maybe going into Friday and into Saturday. Still a long way off though. We'll keep an eye on that for you. All right. Let's talk about the clouds, the cloud cover, the future track hour by hour, and we'll put this into motion here and walk you through here. We're going to stop at tomorrow morning, 4 o'clock, and you're going to see when you wake up now, when you woke up today, you got that May gray feeling on the coast. You're going to have a little bit more of that tomorrow as well. Not quite as foggy as it was. We did have that dense fog advisory that was put into effect this morning for places like Pacific Grove. We won't see that, I don't think, tomorrow morning, but we still will see some of that fog and cloudy conditions on the coast. And then as we work through the day, Saturday here, I think it'll click around to the coast. You'll have a mixture of sunshine and clouds on the coast. Inland, though, plenty of sunshine again tomorrow, and it'll be really heating up again in the inland areas tomorrow. Before Sunday here, Sunday things kind of change with this as we take a look here. Here's Sunday now. We'll put this at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you can see plenty of clouds both on the coast and in the inland area. So much more cloudy on Sunday morning than tomorrow morning. You can expect a lot of clouds. Those clouds will stick around throughout the day on Sunday, both in the inland areas and on the coast. Here is your temperatures now where you live, Santa Cruz proper. Not quite getting to 80 degrees. Scotts Valley, right? Just a little above 80 degrees for your high temperature. Capitola, Soquel area, 77 degrees for a high. Davenport, 70 degrees for a high temperature. And you're looking at the mid to lower 50s for your overnight lows. To the Salinas Valley area we go. Salinas right there at 75 degrees. Prunedale, 72 for a high. Morgan Hill and Gilroy right in the mid 90s. Hollister at 90. And Aptos, 72 degrees for a high. We're just looking at the lower 50s to mid 50s for your overnight lows. And now to the peninsula we go. Seaside, 68 degrees. Places like Carmel by the Sea get to about 68 degrees as well. And we're talking about the mid to lower 50s for your overnight lows. You go inland a little further south, Bradley and Parkfield, still talking about the century mark for your high temperatures. The Pinnacles could get close to that as well. Carmel Valley, I think, right in the mid 80s for your high. And then you're looking at the upper 50s to lower 60s for those overnight lows. Here is your 7-day forecast. Congratulations, we have made it to the weekend. And I think it'll still be breezy at times. We'll keep the patchy fog in the morning on Saturday. More clouds and fog on Sunday. It'll be warm on the coast, I guess, but it won't be too warm. And then we'll keep that fog around and the breezy conditions throughout the week next week on the coast. In the inland areas, one more day of heat tomorrow, and then it'll cool down much more cooler on Sunday there. You're just looking at the mid 70s for your high temperatures in most places in the inland areas, with the overnight lows down into the 50s. So get through the day tomorrow. Hopefully you were all right today out there in that heat. It was very warm in certain places. One more day of that heat, and then much more mild temperatures on the way.